it's Ivana. So being a teen girl who trades and invests is definitely not something people expect. Whenever I tell someone that I'm into investing, they either laugh, look super confused, or ask, wait, you can even do that at 14? Honestly, yes, you can. You don't need to be an adult or have thousands of dollars to start learning about money. When I started, I had no idea how any of it worked. I just wanted to understand how money actually grows, not just in the savings account. But the more I learned, the more I realized that being young is actually my biggest advantage. Let me take you back to the beginning. I first got interested in investing because I kept hearing adults like my dad and my mom, and even more adults, talk about the market going up or stocks dropping. And I remember thinking, how do people make money just by owning pieces of companies? So I started researching. I watched videos, read articles, and asked my mom and dad a ton of questions. Eventually, I opened my first Fidelity Youth account, and that moment felt huge. I wasn't just saving money anymore, I was actually investing. The first stock I bought wasn't anything crazy, but it made me feel proud, like I just took my first step into the real world of finance. Now, I won't lie, at first it was super confusing. Everyone online used complicated words like dividends or index funds, so I had to slow everything down. I started with basics. What is a stock? What's a bond? Why does the market go up and down? I learned how to read tickers, how to set up my watch list, and eventually how to place a trade. And yes, I made mistakes. I bought stocks that dropped the next day, but every mistake taught me something. That's what people don't realize. You don't learn by being perfect, you learn by doing. And because I started young, those mistakes don't scare me, they help me grow. One of the hardest parts about being a teen investor, especially a girl, is how people react. Sometimes I'll mention investing and get comments like, oh, that's cute, you'll understand it better when you're older. But here's the thing, I already do understand it. In fact, I understand it more than some adults, more than some people will ever understand in their whole lifetime. The market doesn't care how old you are, what gender you are, or where you're from. It rewards people who learn, stay patient, and think long term. I've had people underestimate, and honestly, that just motivates me more. Sometimes it can feel isolating though. Most of my friends aren't into investing. They're focused on school, sports, or social media. And I am too. I love school, and I get good grades, and I still like Instagram and TikTok. So there are many times I feel like I'm walking on a different path, but that's okay, because I know where that path leads. Finance is still pretty male-dominated. When you search investing, most of the creators are older men. And don't get me wrong, many of them are great teachers, just like my dad, who's also a YouTuber. But it's rare to see a young girl who looks like me talking about stocks and trading. That's part of why I started my channel. I know many people look at me and think my age is my biggest disadvantage, but I actually think it's my biggest advantage. I can do everything, but earlier. I wanted to create a space where other teens, especially girls, could see that you don't have to wait until you're older to start building your future. You don't need to be rich to start learning about money. You just need curiosity and a little consistency. And it's not about flexing or showing off trade. It's about showing what it actually looks like to learn, make mistakes, and grow along the way. At first, I used to second guess everything. Should I even be doing this? What if I mess up? But confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from practice. Every time I study a company, make a trade, or learn a new strategy, I feel a little more capable. And now, instead of hiding the fact that I'm into investing, I'm proud of it. Because confidence in money isn't just about numbers. It's about knowing you can handle your own future. After a few months of investing, here's what I've learned. Number one, start small, but start early. The earlier you begin, the more time you have for compound growth. Number two, learn before you leave. Don't buy something just because it's trending. Understand why you're buying. Number three, don't compare your journey. Everyone starts at a different place. Some have $10, some have $1,000. What matters is progress, not perfection. Number four, being different is your advantage. Most teens aren't thinking long term. If you are, you're already ahead. Those lessons don't just apply to money, they apply to. This isn't just about investing or trading. This is about anything in life. Even if you think you're at a disadvantage because you're too young or too old or too anything, just know that that can all be used to your advantage. Uniqueness is not a problem, it's a good thing. So yeah, being a teen girl in the investing world can be tough sometimes. It's intimidating, it's misunderstood, but honestly, I wouldn't change it for anything. I learned more about patience, discipline, and confidence through investing than any class has ever taught me. And if you're watching this and thinking, I wish I could do that, you can. You don't need to know everything to begin. You just need to begin. Start small, start curious, and remember, the best investment you can make is in yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow my investing journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below what made you started learning that one. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for listening.